Hi everyone, I'm the Red Rodent, and today I'm gonna go over the Absolute Universe and my thoughts about it. So, just a little heads up, this video has been delayed. I was originally planning on making it either Wednesday or Thursday, but that unfortunately was canceled because I couldn't find the comic. I checked over the past few days 8 comic shops, and nada, nothing. Eventually, I asked one of my friends, and they told me of this site that don't tell the internet, but I pirated the comic. I'm gonna try and buy another copy just for my own personal reference because I love physical copies of stuff, and I really want to have a physical copy and just know the story. So that's why it got delayed. And now let's get into the absolute universe of DC Comics. For context purposes, in DC All In Special Issue 1, Darkseid combined his powers with the Spectre, basically divine spirits of vengeance, and tried to destroy the universe. Superman harnessed all of his power and successfully managed to kill Darkseid. However, the death of Darkseid splintered the main universe and created a world with and without Darkseid's impact. Darkseid's world without his impact spread his energy throughout and created a world where chaos was fostered instead of hope, where new heroes and new villains rose among the ashes and waged war for the sake of their own malign or altruistic desires. Let's start with Batman, since that's the first one that came out. As you can tell from the cover of this, Batman is jacked. Batman, in this version, is a working class man whose father was a teacher and his mother was a nurse. They worked together to help provide a middle class Batman a middle class life. Bruce Wayne won a contest and allowed his entire class to get a trip to the Gotham Zoo, but his father tried to hold off a shooter that was present at the zoo, protecting the students and getting them in the bat enclosure, but Thomas Wayne died. This sparks a middle class Batman to go across the city, learn different martial arts, fighting styles, grappling abilities such as the art of football, along with different types of mechanics, chemistry, criminal psychology, sociocultural history, everything to prepare his mind, while also taking jobs as mechanics, engineers, construction workers, and other middle class era jobs in order to teach him the necessary skills for crime fighting and problem solving in any possible scenario or circumstance he could encounter on the job. Now, that is the origin story of Batman, but there are a few other major differences throughout this storyline that is important to consider. Batman's new gadgets in this timeline include a bat symbol on his chest that can turn into a battle axe used to chop people's hands off. Hold up, I'll get a photo up for you, but alright, you. That's the last words that member of the False Face Society said before Batman said, I hear they can reattach them sometimes. There's a hospital 3 blocks south of here. Where's it east? I can't seem to remember all of a sudden, but I run. Also, this guy has bat ears that can be used as blades, and bombs used to blow people sky high to Shanghai. I mean, Batman's known to be a non-kill person, and I know a lot of people have made jokes about him being the definition of police brutality before arresting people, but come on, you really don't have to enforce these stereotypes into the lore. You don't have to make Batman the definition of Mortal Kombat fatality, but as long as there's a pulse, they're still alive. What the hell is wrong with this Batman? Black Mask's mask looks like a fucking bowling ball. Was added onto his head and decided, hey, you know what would be a fun idea? If I became a crime boss who took people's faces. Black Mask is now a serial killer who has death masks made of his victims and just of people he respected in general, and uses them as trophies for his own sick pleasure. Due to Black Mask's recent influence in Gotham, he managed to kill Carmine Falcone, Sal Maroni, and most of the other main mobsters in Gotham, while the False Face Society reigned supreme, even managing to take over the City Hall meeting made to try and stop the False Face Society. Basically, this group just wants chaos and is willing to do anything possible to achieve it. Unlike most timelines, though, although this Batman is somewhat of a loner, he actually has friends in Gotham from birth. and childhood. The fine black gentleman with a giant crocodile in his arms is Waylon Jones, who is Killer Croc, while the people in the photo to the bottom right are Oswald Cobblepot, Harvey Dent, Edward Nygma, Selina Kyle. Basically, most Batman villains, Riddler, Two-Face, Catwoman, Penguin, Killer Croc, all of them and Bruce Wayne are bestest friends. If this possibly leads to a falling out with the Caped Crusader realization or others trying to take his message and become disturbed vigilantes of their own, or it's going to be a hell of a ride. However, it seems like Waylon Jones and Oswald Cobblepot, at least, are already in the plan of committing several legal activities because of the fact that crocodiles aren't supposed to be regular pets. They're pretty dangerous, maniacal, exotic creatures that'll just chop your hand off. I'm just saying, this ain't Florida, pal. And last time I checked, Gotham City's in New Jersey, so Oswald Cobblepot and Waylon Jones are already doing some shady stuff in the black market. If they do something even worse and show Batman's friends being more morally corrupt than him, then it'll definitely be a climactic and emotional finale. Commissioner Gordon is the mayor of Gotham City. Harvey Bullock is the police commissioner, and Barbara Gordon is presumably either a police officer or a DA. A very weird yet interesting take. Also, let's get into the one blaring issue here. Where's Alfred? Alfred Pennyworth is a mercenary who goes traveling around the world, doing different missions for a mysterious organization with extremely enhanced technology. Alfred in this version is mercenary, but he's also somewhat morally conflicted due to his daughter. Hopefully, this changes him and makes him more prone to working with the Dark Knight. However, since this is a new universe, new timeline, I wouldn't be surprised if Alfred became one of the biggest overarching villains of the series. This somewhat connects into his original roots of British military work during World War II. However, this takes it to a different level by making this his only occupation. He never was a butler to the Wayne family, and was never a butler in general. He still has a tendency to drink tea, but otherwise, there's very little in common with him. Also, in both timelines, the new timeline and the old timeline, he shares Julia Pennyworth, which is his daughter. However, in this version, they are both a lot more estranged, and presumably, his daughter does not want anything to do with him. In later panels, she even screams, "I don't want anything to do with you," over text. The last but definitely not least question that many Batman fans would be, where's the Joker? Or, where's the Joker? Well, you see, although Batman in the traditional comic book storyline is the rich guy fighting against the poor clown, in this version, it's the absolute opposite. Joker, Jack, Arthur, hell, even I don't know his real name. When you're the 30 richest men on the planet, you can be whoever you want, I guess. So he's the rich asshole who's planning to tear up Gotham. And he does not joke. He never laughs. He never smiles. That's why they call him the Joker. Why is he called the Joker? Because he doesn't laugh, you call him the Joker? Why not call him the wise guy? The serious man? There are billions of possible concepts, ideas you could do for the Joker, but why not just have him be a failed comedian or something? You're trying to make this a realistic storyline with grounded characters. Why would you make the rich guy who doesn't smile be the Joker? What the hell? My overall thoughts on this new take of Batman. I'm optimistic to see where it goes. As you can see by the bowler hat, I love the Riddler, and hopefully he and Edward Nygma remain on the side of good. And there are a lot of characters that I'm optimistic to see how their stories can turn out. However, I am still weirded out by some changes, such as Batman's recent added brutality, which I didn't think was possible, in addition to the Joker not being funny. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to make another video when the graphic novel releases for each of these different stories, so check my Absolute Batman graphic novel video out in maybe like another 7, 8, maybe 9 months. Outside of that, hope you have a great day, and Absolute Wonder Woman should come soon. Bye, all.